Welcome to my channel Heart Meets Spirit. This channel is intended to support you improving and changing your life. Live a life of love, trust and confidence. Enjoy.
When it comes to conscious manifestation, my interest at this point is not in manifesting anything for myself personally, but in wanting to help manifest a world that is more peaceful and just for everyone. Can how you teach conscious manifestation help with that? Good question. Relevant. Manifesting a world that is more just, I think that was the word, more peaceful and just for everyone. Well, that would be a good aim. Now, ultimately, of course, what you experience as the world is intrinsically one with your consciousness. The only place where you experience the world is in your consciousness. Philosophers have even questioned whether there actually is a world out there independent of conscious perception. We don't need to go there, but there's no doubt that the entire world happens inside you, one could say. You don't know what you see, what the eyes transmit, the senses transmit becomes nerve impulses that are sent to the brain. And that's just on the physical level, and then these nerve impulses are decoded, and then some kind of world appears within you. But to what extent that corresponds to a world out there, we don't even know. So, to change the world, so you look at the world in some way you could almost go as far as to say what you're actually looking at is a reflection in the external, in the world of form, of your state of consciousness, I could say. It's an interesting way to look at it. And the state of consciousness is partly there is your personal world and there is the collective world. So the two, they are connected, but they're not the same, because first of all there is what you experience as a world in your personal life, or the people you habitually interact with, where you live, your surroundings. It starts with simple things like even the objects that surround you habitually where you live. So your world is your personal, your relationships with humans that you live with, your relationships with other humans that you meet every day casually, where you work, the people you work with. So all these things, your personal life, so-called life, is one sphere that you move in. And the important thing is not to neglect that in search of a better collective world. The two are related, but to disregard, this is a mistake that is often made, to disregard your personal sphere, the world that is immediately accessible to you as you and your life, the people in your life, where you live, all that, your work. to neglect that, it's very seductive to think there's so much wrong with the world out there, the collective. That's really what I should be concerned with, because there's so much wrong out there, you can see it. You just have to turn on some kind of device, whether it's television or that brings you the news and the commentaries, continuous stream, and then, of course, that is the collective world that then enters your living room or wherever you are, and then they get mixed up. They can obliterate, the collective can obliterate your personal life, and you think your personal life is quite irrelevant now, because what really matters, the world needs to change. It's so dreadful. Well, yes, the world needs to change, and the world is changing because humanity is a work in progress. Humanity is slowly evolving, fits and starts and regressive periods. It takes a few steps forward and then a few steps, 4 steps forward, 3 steps back, then a few more forward. There's a gradual evolution of humanity, and to focus only on what is going wrong within that process, that evolutionary process, is also very misleading, because that's what you see when you watch the media and so on. It focuses not on what's going right or what has gone right, it focuses on what's going wrong. Then you give that more and more attention. By giving attention to something, you amplify it. So whatever you give it, now I'm not saying to completely ignore the world, no, but to give it an excessive amount of attention and only continuously think about what's wrong with the world, then you forget what's right with the world, and that then diminishes. So we have the external world coming into your living room, for example, through the media. And it can be, as I said, you can sometimes believe that your personal world, your immediate sphere of influence is irrelevant, but that's not the case. So the starting point with changing the world is to become aware of how you operate in this world. The starting point is, how do you relate to the humans in your life? What is your mind? What is your mind doing? What is your predominant state of consciousness? What are your predominant emotions? What are the predominant thoughts that go through your mind? It's vitally important to become aware of that. If you're not aware of what the predominant emotions are, that the predominant thoughts are, plus accompanying emotions that go through your mind, you are unaware. And the emotions, the thoughts and emotions that arise continuously within you are a form of conditioning, and so they take possession of you. So it's vitally important, as the starting point for changing the world is to become aware of your world.